All right, here we are, Scorched Earth podcast for the sports edition, wrapping up your weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. The rain came in here in Southern California, kind of cut short my golf. But, you know, I can golf the other 350 days a year, right? In every day. Sometimes it does rain in LA. If you could, though, please leave hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And leave some comments. If you want to tell me what an idiot I am, I'm cool with it. We just found that on the other podcast when I was mispronouncing Kiev. I don't even know what I was saying, but it was terrible. All right, let's do a recap. I think this week maybe we're going to be lucky enough and get Brother Brian or Brother Scott in here. We'll see. We're working on it. It'll be a much better podcast. Like you don't already know that. All right, in the NBA, 3 were ejected as OKC beat the Spurs. Spurs are playing really well, even without Victor. Kenrich Williams, Julian Champagny, and Lou Dort were all ejected from the game. It started when Williams took an elbow to the face by Champagny. You know, things happen. I'm surprised this doesn't happen a little more. It was a testy game. All the highlights, I didn't watch the whole game, but the highlights seem to say they were kind of on edge. There's some bad blood brewing there. I don't know. You know, I think what you got is the guys on San Antonio are playing for their jobs for next year, even Chris Paul. I mean, we know Castle's good. You know, we know Wembanyama is good. But, you know, everybody else, you got to find your spot. And we'll see if Popovich comes back. To me, that's the more interesting thing. I mean, are you going to lose the coach? I don't know. To bring back Popovich, I think you got to say goodbye to Popovich. San Antonio's just playing so well. Lakers beat the Clippers for the second time in a row. I wonder if we're seeing the decline of the Clippers. Lakers they're just doing well enough to win every time. T-Wolves crushed Phoenix in Phoenix. I don't know what happened to that team. They started out, I believe, 8-1. I had them on the over on 47 for wins. What a sucker I was. I believed in the Budenholtz. I believed, you know, the Beal, Booker, KD thing was going to work. That's what happens. That should be a rule for all you kids. Don't gamble. Hockey. Jack Hughes left the game with an injury. New Jersey in a 2-0 loss to Las Vegas. I wish the NHL was a little more forthcoming in their injuries. I'm getting a little tired of upper and lower body injury. They think it's so cute. And there's also lies in another rub. Is the NHL ever going to deal with the CTE problem? I mean, I don't really even know if the NFL did, but they kind of skirted it. Bobby Hull died from CTE. You know, he's incredibly racist, homophobic, misogynistic at the end of his life. I think a lot of that stuff was attributed to the hits that guy took. I mean, next to football, what sport takes more bodily damage than hockey? It's not even close. Skaters in Washington, D.C., new and old, paid tribute to the skaters lost in the air crash on January 29th. Johnny Weir was there, Brian Boitano, Christy Yamaguchi. It was a star-studded affair. It's just a sad day. It's a shame we lost all those kids as they were trying to pursue their dream. I hope there's a heaven so those kids can be skating up there right now. Finally, let's go to the PGA. Probably my favorite sport to talk about. Joe Highsmith, who I am going to be totally honest, I had no clue who this guy was. Didn't know who this guy was. He was in the Mexico Open where I had the winner. Didn't know this guy. If you'd have said Highsmith, I'd have said, didn't he used to be a running back in the NFL? And I would have been incorrect. Shot 128 for the 2 rounds on the weekend. Back-to-back 64s. Stellar. He played really well, especially in the bear trap. when a lot of other guys were having a hard time just parring it through. Great weekend. He barely made the cut. They showed the shot on Friday where he had to make a 4.5 footer to make it on the cut line. There was a cute little anecdote during the final round. His mom had a 3:00 flight, and as her son kept moving up the scoreboard, she was like, I don't know if I'm going to go, and she decided to stay. And she had to change out of her travel clothes into her my son might win a PGA event clothes. Looked very cute. Great moment. It's a life-changing moment for the family. My boy Russell Henley was 4 back. I thought he was going to be there. The guy I picked to win the tournament, Berger, -11. He got a top 25, but that doesn't really pay anything in Vegas now, does it? Now we're going to Bay Hill, signature event. The heavy hitters come out. I will be giving my picks on Wednesday. And hopefully I'm a little more accurate than I was this week because I sucked. All right, if you could, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow.